Hello and welcome to TERA again. I'm continuing with what I left off from my previous video, and you talk to this guy, you get your first mount, some gold and some XP, so we'll take that. Then we take the mission, which is to expand your inventory. A little bit of a trick here. So first we're going to unlock our mount here. Unlock it. As soon as you unlock it, it's key bound to L3 in console, so you can just put it on immediately. And so we're in the main city. This is probably one of the most bugged, or this city pretty much kills your frame rate. It's just so laggy. This is the most laggy part of the whole game, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, boom, my frame just died right there. Probably lag or something. I don't know if it's frame rate or if it's lag, but yeah. So we do here, we talk to this guy. Expand our first expansion on inventory, continue the quest, and before you move to anything else, expand your inventory one more time because you will have the gold to do so. You can expand it again, but I recommend saving up the cash for what's to come. So you talk to this person here, say that whoop, the game was lag again. Say it was nice to meeting you. You get the best response. Talk to her again. There's a lot of talking. I wish they could cut the talking to everyone so many times. That would actually be nice. So you get a little letter. I just lost my words there. You get a little letter. You read it. You read it. You talk to this doofus, which you're going to kill later on. Spoiler alert. I guess the spoiler should come after the actual spoil, but yeah. I mean, I don't. It's sarcasm. Anyway, so you talk to this guy, and he goes, cinematic, which we're going to skip. You talk to him again, cinematic, which we're going to skip, of course. And we talk to him again, the bad guy who tried to kill us. But he didn't, and he's going to die. The isolated town, okay, so when you ask this, how do I get there? You want to ask Uriella, don't ask anyone else. They'll just send you to a Pegasus ride, which is the most boring thing, like I said. So from here, we leveled up to 12. We'll acquire all these things, and we get out of here. So now we just talk to Uriella. If we were to talk to anyone else, they would have sent us to the Pegasus ride. You lose gold, and you also you have to wait through the Pegasuses, which are annoying. Unlike if you use Uriella, whom she will give you scrolls, and scrolls are really the fastest way to transport. So you just activate the scroll, and you just wait for the scroll to activate, and that's it. All you have to do is go through one single loading screen. Instead of going through the Pegasus, having to wait until they fly to wherever they're supposed to be flying, then the reload speed and the landing, it takes a lot. And then you have to teleport from the town to the place where you're supposed to be, so yeah. Me, I just went straight to the place where I'm supposed to go, where I can continue the quest. And just like that, I saved a lot of time. So, our first objective here, well, now, is to attack these guys and essentially get resources and stuff. But yeah, we'll get to that. So, I'm just gonna kill these guys. I feel that like these guys have a little more health than they should have, but it doesn't matter. It's a good way to just get to know your abilities and practice your dodging skills. So do that. You just missed. Do that. Let's see. You. I'm gonna kill you. Come on. There we go. So once you've killed them, you want to aim for these flowers. Gather them flowers. That way you can progress the quest. I killed that guy because he was closest to these flowers. Enemies spawn really ridiculously fast. Case example. And yeah, they can be very annoying because they'll hunt you down and interrupt you when you're trying to do something. Like I'm trying to do this flower. And yeah, that guy is trying to aim for me, which is why I aim for this flower, where he won't be able to interrupt me. This is why I was hoping that the gathering doesn't take that long, because everything spawns so quickly that by the time you've gathered one thing, they've all respawned already, and it gets a little bit annoying. So you do this mission, you get a weapon, a really good one. So you want to equip it. You can do this in any order you want. I do this in this specific order. So I equip my weapon, I talk to this guy again, he tells me about enchanting. I have all the gold that I need to enchant it because I did all the missions. So you can go straight to, by pressing the triangle button to go to the menu, enchant your weapon, and you have everything you need to enchant your weapon and make it a little stronger. This will make the weapon powerful enough to deal all the with all the enemies quickly and efficiently until you are able to reach level 20, which is when you're going to be using your next weapon. Also, make sure you go to this crystal inventory and equip all these crystals. They'll give you even more extra damage. And yeah, you continue the mission. And now we just go to the, oh, hang on, did I have anything that I need to sell? No, I didn't. Okay, that's good. Normally I like to buy some scrolls from this guy, like Safe Haven scrolls and Valika scrolls. That way I can teleport straight to where I need to go. But it doesn't need to do that right now. There's an apple tree. I can actually harvest this just to get the feat accomplishment. And you can actually see how long it takes. It takes ridiculously long amounts of time. If they reduce that to at least half the time, I don't think anyone will complain. If anything, people will be praising them. So yeah, let's go through here. Let's attack this guy. There's plenty of these enemies around, so if you find, there are plenty of the enemies that will progress your quest. So if you go to a place where you normally would go there to find the enemies, and there are other players there killing them, don't worry. There are multiples of them, so don't worry about that. Just look around the environment, just look around the area, and you'll find them. They're always around. So yeah, we kill these guys, then we talk to this guy. Now normally, let's see if this happens. On level 14, blah blah blah. And yeah, normally when I'm at this level, you gain some kind of social reward that allows you to, that also gives you a double XP and a flying mount. But obviously, I don't know. I didn't get that. I have been getting that at some point, but I haven't been getting that anymore. I don't know what is the deal for that. Is it like a special occasion or something? I don't really know. But anyways, doesn't matter. We leveled up, we got that, and now we just go around fighting. Oh, why did you leave? There we go. So we got one of our abilities, and I'm going to be doing something with it. A little smarty pants. Once I finish with these guys. So, you'll notice that it says Eviscerate. That's one of the abilities that I actually have. You can only do Eviscerate after you do Overhand Strike. It's kind of like bound afterwards to that. But there is a little bit of a trick that allows you to activate it directly or immediately without having to wait for that. So, we will... I'll show you in a minute once I've killed two more things. Oh, let me get this grass to get for that accomplishment. When it comes to materials, I've been collecting materials and then stocking them in my bank, like I will show you in a bit. So I have tons of materials. So I don't really need to gather them over and over again. And I don't really recommend gathering them until you have invested into crafting, which it takes a while until you need to do that. So there's no need to do it immediately. There's no rush. And I don't really recommend gathering, as it takes so long that you kind of, you lose progress. So what we're going to do now is, I have all these things, I get this thing, so we're going to go to skills, and we are going to go to where the Eviscerate is. There we go. And we are going to press R3, and we're going to keybind it to this potions. You see, you have this, when you press D-pad on the left, you have this thing that allows you to access potions and healings and stuff. So the up and down directional buttons are not really necessary for the potions, so you can just keybind two other abilities on them, allow you to use them directly. without having to combo them. And this is something that I always do with abilities that are actually, you know, that make sense. You will notice that I'm killing relatively fast. You see, I lost my Eviscerate, but now I can activate it simply by pressing the button, the down button. So it's immediately accessed. Even if I miss the combo, I can still activate it as I see fit. What the? Pick that up. And you, die. Why aren't you dead? There we go. You are not supposed. I'm not supposed to kill you just yet, but I will in a bit. So yeah, now we're just gonna kill these guys. We're waiting for stolen stuff to drop from them. There are other players around there, but that's okay. We're just gonna ignore them. As long as you don't attack and stay out of the attack waypoint thingies, glowing thingies from the enemies, they won't really bother you. Just make sure you don't get hit by them, that way you don't get aggroed by them. So yeah, now we gotta kill these 2 leaders. I usually go here for this part. I don't know why there was a delay there, but it doesn't really matter. I kill the 2 leaders, and there are 4 chests here, which we need 5 of them. And they take a bit to actually gather up, so it takes like a full 6 seconds, which I think is idiotic. I don't know who programmed this game, but it's really foolish. So yeah, if you go to this part over here, you can actually find the 2 bosses that you need to defeat, and there are 4 chests, and by the time you've picked all of them, another one has pretty much spawned. So yeah, you pick up all 5 of them, and no one really comes to this place. I've rarely seen players come to this part of the area, so it's nice. Little pro tip. And I'm just gonna kill these guys just because I can. So yeah, we do this, and then we just activate our horse and get out of here. Most people will aim for those guys, so they kind of miss all the other guys that are around. Like I said, there are multiple. You see, there's another group of enemies right here. So there are multiple types of enemies to help you progress with the quest just because there are other players. At the very least, the developers kind of, you know, acknowledge that there might be multiple players, so making them go for a single target is not really like useful. I'll collect these for the achievement. So yeah, and for some damn reason, even if you hit or aggro the character and somebody just kills him, you don't get the reward for killing them. So you literally sometimes you have to isolate that specific target before you're able to defeat them for yourself, for your quest, which sucks. So anyways, we'll go here. Why is this guy all the way in there? He's hiding. He's like, I had enough of enemies killing me. I'll just hide here. Oops, somebody found me. Yeah, it doesn't help that you're actually, you know, kind of obvious. Anyways. So yeah, oh, we're close to the city. We got stuff to do there. Now you'll notice that thanks to the upgrades that I did to enchanting my weapon, oh, and there's the upgraded weapon. The upgraded weapon can only be acquired, I can only use that once I hit level 20, so we're gonna have to wait on that. Yeah, so yeah, because I actually upgraded my weapon like up to 3 times, I'm killing things relatively quickly, so that's a good thing to do. This is why I usually don't skip the beginning, because it gives you that amount, the amount of resources or the amount of gold that you need to upgrade to at least level 3, that way you can plow through the beginning as quickly as possible. And yeah, this is the first town that you'll go to unless you use the Pegasus, in which case you go here. Unfortunately, you'll have to go through here before you go to the campsite, which kind of wastes time. You talk to this guy, you level up, and yeah, you go here. We got crystals, but that's not what we're really going for. Oh, and this freaking game actually forces me to do that. Damn it. So anyways, what we're going to do is, I got something. There we go. We got some gloves. I did get some of these, which I guess I'll use. Oh, that's just the one. Okay. And we also got these crystals here that'll decrease the amount of damage that you take. You can remove crystals that you put, and I'll show later how. What's this wrong with my buttons? There we go. I got that there, and that's pretty much it. So, we're in the city, and now what we want to do now is, first I want to check how much gold do I have. I got 36 gold, which means I can expand my inventory one more time. There we go, I got 64 inventory slots. And, do I have anything that I want to bank? Well, what I usually do bank is I just bank these resources that are for crafting. So, you can see that I've been banking all the resources that I have there. Leave your relic and your relic shards and fragments on you at all times, because they come in handy for upgrading. And whatever I suggest that whatever you don't need, whatever you're not going to wear or anything, just go here and sell it. And make sure that it doesn't have an inventory. Make sure that it doesn't have crystals on it. If it does, make sure you remove them. So we do this. We get rid of everything that we're not going to need. Obviously, I'm going to keep this because it's the weapon that I'm going to be using when I hit level 20. And the one thing that I'm going to be doing is I want to buy one of these, like a teleportation scroll, and 2 of these. There we go. So yeah, what's my time? I can do one more mission. Okay, so after you do all these, you want to go to this guy, talk to him, and then just talk one of these guys, and now is the boring escort mission. Escort missions really suck in this game because the AI is just all over the place. I can go as far as saying that the AI is more stupid than Skyrim's AI, if that's even possible. So yeah, there you go. Now go for it. What are you doing? Just keep going. So yeah, you follow the path. Oh, there is that order that I want to get for the achievement, but nah, this guy's gonna go miles ahead. I don't want him to die, because they can actually die quite easy. So let's go. I'd say just stick to this guy. Other players usually do this as well, and it's kind of nice because if you go through a path that a player has already plowed down, there aren't that many enemies, that way you can plow through it without having to wait that much. Come on, keep moving, ignore the enemies. Also, if the enemies are somewhat far away, because they do kind of randomly move around, if they move far away, then the AI will not aggro, which is nice. If you are faster, you can kill them if you think that they're going to be in the path. If you kind of memorize the path, I haven't, it's kind of difficult. Yeah, you can already see that this player is doing the same mission that I am, and they cleared out the mission, that way I can just keep moving ahead. Of course, here the enemy will aggro, so we can just do this. So sometimes having another player around is beneficial. There we go. So thank you, Lady Bet. And yeah, that's the mission. That's the next mission that we gotta do. Then we talk to this guy to acquire our boots. We level up. So we're gonna go to our skills, learn this attack. Now, as soon as you learn this attack, Measured Slice is actually a really good attack. You want to keybind it right here. Trust me. Go to inventory. We have our scrolls and we have our boots. So now we have a full gear for, yeah, that. And we want to go to the merchant to sell the boots I will no longer be wearing. So yeah, these are this, and this will be the end of this video. And yeah, I'm going to be continuing. Afterwards. So I'm going to. I lost my words there. I'm going to be carrying on in the next video. So thanks for watching. Stay cool, and I'll see you later. Bye.